Hello, dear Leo, and welcome to your love reading for the month of November of 2025. Suppose you could take this as a timeless love reading as well, if you feel so called to. Let's see what's going on for Leo. This is a Patreon reading which is released to the public after the 20th of the month. Leo, what's going on for love? What's going on in love for you in the month of November? Obviously, it's the Scorpio season, and you're a fixed sign just like Scorpio, so there will be some challenges asking you to make the necessary changes. Let's see what's going on for Leo. What is the Karma Dharma for Leo? You've got the Magician. That is beautiful. Unless that means trickery, but you may be dealing with a magician, or you may be dealing with a lot of communication. And the stars may also be aligning to give you a possible new beginning where love is concerned. A new chapter. Is it a new chapter? Is it a new situation? Will there be clarity? Will there be revelations for Leo, please, Spirit? Leo in the month of November, in the Scorpio coming on to Sag season. Let's see what's going on. Leo, let's take the spread first of all. Five of Wands. The challenge is the Five of Cups. Big changes for you. Crowning you as the Emperor. This is what's on your mind. Three of Swords. You're sitting on a heartbreak, or there's a third party situation. There's been manipulation here. Yeah, it could be a marriage, a family feud. Wow, Leo, you're moving. You're moving forward. You're not staying put where you are. There's been conflict. You're going through conflict. You're not on the same page. It's as though you're speaking a different language. Spirit is saying, don't get stuck in the past. Move towards the future. Your emotional future is opening up for you. This can involve a physical move, right? There may have been infidelity here as well with the Three of Swords. Now, the High Priestess, of course, you could have connected with another spiritual person, so spiritually connecting, and possibly also not trusting in your intuition. Maybe there was a third party. Maybe you're the third person. It will be different for each of you, right? Or maybe you already knew that you were going to go through this. See, we've got someone playing it double, two-faced, or needing to make a decision, choosing between two. I don't know if you've been given this stability from this Emperor. This Emperor could be someone who's very narcissistic, who's trumping you. He's at the top of your reading, right? So we've got Aries, we've got Cancer, we've got Pisces, possible Virgo, Gemini as well. In the recent past, King of Swords, looking at things from a much more logical standpoint. I do see great similarities between the King of Swords and the Emperor. Okay, I get the Saturnian energy. You may be in between two worlds where love is concerned. But the King of Swords would want out. They would want out, right? Because it could be, King of Swords could be an advisor, a lawyer, someone that's seeking advice, possibly wanting to let go of a home, even sell a home, split the assets, whatever you're going through, I don't know. But the Emperor would be someone that could possibly give you the security, unless this is someone also that's giving you a hard time, let's say, and because the Emperor, of course, is someone with heavy responsibilities. They need to know that they're in control. Three of Pentacles on the Emperor says that this could be someone that has their own business, someone who deals with a lot of people. And we've got a 3 and a 4 here. It's like, you know, moving from the 3 to the 4. The 3 could be a third party. We've got a 2 and then a 3, which could be a number of expansion, or even someone that you've connected with, someone that is around your work or connected to work. We've got the Three of Swords here as well. We've got a King of Pentacles, which could be someone that needs to be the Emperor, or we've got, some of you may have been in a long-term connection, possibly also marriage. If not marriage, then in a living situation, right, with someone that was, I don't know if they were able to offer you that financial stability. The financial and the emotional usually are, they both play a major role within relationships. And King of Pentacles, someone that's very slow to act, or someone that can provide you, or they haven't provided you with the stability, the financial, the emotional, let's say. And this could speak to third parties, obviously, because you could be dealing with someone that's in another connection, right? We could be talking about a four-way situation here, two couples, right? Where there's possible, breakups. I don't want this anymore. There are choices. There are, someone's hedging their bets, right? The Three of Cups is spilt here, but you're not seeing that the Two of Cups is standing. Let's take this King of Swords again, get a bit more information here. To me, the King of Swords could also be, as I said, there could be a similarity. You could be dealing with two different people, earth sign, air sign, fire sign, between those elements, nevertheless. Because the work card is here, right? This could say here that you may have been dealing with a person. For some of you, you've been dealing with a person where it's really hard work for the person you're hoping to manifest, that you want something long-term with, to open up emotionally. Or even the fact that if they were in another connection, it was hard for them to tell you the truth about the reality of their living situation, right? Let's take another one on the Emperor there and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, we've got a lot of hidden emotions, a lot of secrets that may be revealed in the month of November. We're going to have a new moon in Scorpio, and that will be about deep secrets, deep desires. The moon can speak to fears. I mean, you may be dealing with someone, the Emperor could be someone that is very experienced in life. Generally speaking, they've gone through their life experiences, but where emotions are concerned, they're very hidden. That could spark fears relative to their past, their upbringing, so on and so forth. And even with the moon and the Three of Pentacles, obviously this speaks to a third party situation. What is the Two of Pentacles? Two of Pentacles and Four of Pentacles. Someone having a really hard time making a choice, fearing that they may get hurt as well. But the Chariot is a very positive omen, and with the Magician here, which is an ace, the Chariot is a positive omen about someone making a choice and moving forward, taking that chariot, taking their life to where they're going to find their bliss and their happiness. And remember that the Chariot is a 7, comes after the Lovers, which is a 6. That was the choice. Someone is making a choice to take this forward, to succeed. There's the Magician again. So the signs that are coming through, of course, Gemini and Virgo. We've got Pisces, Cancer. What else? Aries, we've mentioned already. Let's take one more, as we've got the Magician here, and we've got the Empress. So Venus comes through, Taurus and Libra come through as well. So the Empress and the Emperor, what sits between them is a lack of good communication, but they're both showing up here. And the Empress, of course, can speak to abundance, expansion, growth. We've got the Magician, we've got the Ace, the 2, and then there's the 3 and there's the 4. It's like a transition, but you're going back and forth, I'm getting here. What's at the foundation? We've got the Ace of Cups, a new chapter in love. Someone knowing their worth, loving themselves, and therefore attracting, because the Empress can also attract. She sits there, she waits, she's recessive. She knows that she's got the higher ground. She knows she's got the the alignment of the stars that's helping her, but she's also got the gift of the gab. She's got that intelligence. She holds the logic, but she also comes from a place of heart. Five of Swords, you see a battle, fights, arguments, and we've got a Queen of Pentacles here and a King of Pentacles, the Empress and the Emperor, and we've got a King of Swords. So it feels like it's not going to be an easy month, but what it's showing me is that it's a testing month whether the King and the Queen of Pentacles can become the Emperor and the Empress, but they're dealing with possible separation, breakup, or with someone that fears being emotionally open and emotionally vulnerable. Let's take more cards. Let's see what's going on in the psyche, emotionally, what could be playing out. Let's make some more space. We'll be taking some dice. We'll be taking a message of love, and we'll be looking at the blockages between you and your person. Okay, we've got winter, a winter energy, which means hibernation, sadness, a lack of communication, someone in hiding, someone feeling left out in the cold, unless it's a timing card. So possibly during the month of winter, someone's going through a purge. This is Scorpio energy. We've got the shadow work, which is also very Scorpionic. So someone's leaving or doing the work, leaving past their grievances, their feeling of being left out in the cold, you know, a cold feeling, cold, detached. And this could also say that it takes work for someone to open up emotionally, but they may be doing the work. And there's admired, and I just did the Scorpio reading. Maybe you need to check that out. I had the same card with the admired here. So the admired, of course, could say that someone could be doing a little bit of spying, seeing you from a distance, or there's going to be admiration for someone having gone through these massive life changes, because this is very, very important indeed. The shadow work, the purging, and the winter. This is releasing any of the darkness, of the fears, of the wounding, the pain. It's all about rebirth, and we see that here. So Leo, I don't know if it's you that's going through this rebirth, or you've been waiting on someone to become the magician themselves. They're going to qualify for that. Being the magician with the help of spirit, of course, because the magician to me is the alignment of the stars. There's intelligence, there's quick movement. We've got 3 major as an outcome, but we'll take 3 Sibyllers as well. What's at the foundation? We've got a twin flame connection here with the 5th dimension. Please know that if you're not the one that's dreaming, connecting telepathically with your person through your dreams, then they're dreaming about you. The 5th dimension is a higher dimension. So it's like graduating from a king and a queen of pentacles to the emperor and the empress. This is like a meant to be situation. Let's see what the Lenormand tell us. What does the Lenormand give us? A little bit more information for Leo. To me, the 4 of Pentacles on the 2 is like, because on the 5 of Wands, yes, family feuds, disagreements, but it could be internal conflict as well. And you've got 2 5s here in the now. 5, right? We've already had a full moon in Taurus, and again that squares off to Leo. So the challenges will bring through change, right? And this is what do I do? Do I open up emotionally? Do I become more vulnerable? I don't know if it's you or you're dealing with another sign that's quite powerful, but in the emotional arena, they hold fears. So deception, they may have been deceptive as well. And you know, holding back on one's emotion and their truth, that's also deception. Let's see what's going on for Leo. Yep, someone's ready to take a risk, a gamble, or choose for this new cycle, this transition, this I'm changing homes, I'm changing my life from the foundation up. This is like a new chapter, a new life with someone that values you. But we'll take the blockages and see. And there, it could be timing as well, because the moon, the mountain is a Saturnian energy. It's a number 21. It could also say that someone is needing to be, you know, have that Martian energy and be like Mars, not fear closing up a major life cycle, getting over the struggles, the hurdles, and the challenges, but they will succeed. And they may need a little bit of time, because that's what the Empress also says. Be patient. There will be significant changes, and there is the change. So Scorpio comes through very powerfully for Leo. We've got a brand new beginning. The messenger comes in with lots of news. There's travel, there's a brand new cycle, lots of messaging, lots of communication and understanding. Let's see what the blockages are. What are the challenges and the blockages here? For Leo and their person. Boundaries. You need to hold good boundaries so you don't feel violated. Wow. Okay, and that also to me says that someone feared and put up their boundaries, and they could be emotional boundaries, right? Love's the answer. Love won't solve your problems. You need to work on being independent. What I'm getting from this is, because the Emperor would want someone of great independence, as is the Empress. It feels like the divine feminine needs to, even though, yes, I see the masculine fearing their emotional vulnerability, but I'm getting also that the divine feminine is thinking that with the Emperor in her life, all her problems will be solved. But that's not the case, because she's going to figure out that there is a sense of vulnerability and softness to the Emperor. Doesn't matter that they put on a brave front. So that she needs to stand tall and stand strong to be able to sit next to her Emperor. And the same with the Emperor sitting next to the Empress. So love won't solve problems. You need to work on being independent. So someone here was fearing the independence or the in-between from leaving another commitment here, right? With the Four of Wands here, which is like a marriage card or a long-term relationship. Fearing the in-between stage of being independent. But that is also something that needs to be worked on. Someone needs to know that, because think of the Nine of Pentacles, which is the card of independence, right? The individual being able to stand on their own. The Nine of Pentacles is very similar to the Empress. And I'm going to say that someone here, it could be the Emperor, may think that love will add to their problems. Love will give them extra problems if they've been in a challenging situation themselves. Let's take another card. Burned out. You feel emotionally burned out right now. Retreat and recover before continuing. See, someone is overworked or just too burnt out to be able to make this move now, to transition. Maybe someone's been working, barking up the wrong tree and putting all their effort in and not being, how can I say it, appreciated. And that's like a wake-up call, like you shouldn't need to be burnt out and be recognized that you want this connection, right? Or that you value the other person. Yeah. Let's take one more. Someone needs time to recover as they're going through a major life transition here. Incomplete. You want someone who completes you, but you need to be whole on your own. See, that's very similar to the independence that we spoke of. So there are self-worth issues here that some people need to overcome. For me, the Empress, she just needs to know that she could stand independently on her own. It could be her financial standing. But where the emotions are concerned, I feel that it's the Emperor that's more that needs to be stronger emotionally, because where work is concerned, we're seeing a very strong person, very, very out there doing things, so on and so forth. But where the more emotional side of things is concerned, the Emperor needs to be able to stand strong. So there's a sense of a lack of worthiness or value between the Emperor and the Empress, even though they're different. There are small differences. So I do get that mirroring energy. Let's take the three Sibyllas and see what the possible outcome is. Because, okay,